My thoughts on your little birdie are, one, that there's a lot of disease going on. Two, that he's got quality of life to justify continuing to give him every chance to live and enjoy life. Three, that there's probably quite a bit that we can do to help him, and we can help him from a number of different perspectives. For me to find out what's going on using traditional methods, we would normally do a blood count when he's replenished his blood. I don't want to take any blood from him today, apart from what we've already got. I think we should give him time to replenish the blood that he's lost from his torn nail, and we can start him on some health support supplements if you want, to see if they start making a difference. Review his diet, review his management, review his cages, review his toys and so forth. I've already commented to you while I was taking still photographs about this cage being capable of poisoning him just between coming here and going home. If he happens to be, which he was, climbing around on this and mouthing it, and if he happens to swallow any of this peeling chrome that's coming off the rusty wire, he could get heavy metal poisoning just from that. So this is how careful we have to be. So this cage is definitely a transport hazard for cockatiels. It may not be so for cats and small doggies, but for birds it's a major risk factor. So we'll need to watch him for signs of heavy metal poisoning over the next few weeks, because he's been in this cage. And signs of heavy metal poisoning could be incoordination, vomiting, passing too much urine, twitching, having fits, leg paralysis, clenched feet, slow emptying of the crop. However, there's a lot more going on than that, and ideally the first thing I would like to do is to find out whether or not he has cytosine beak and feather disease, and whether or not he has papillomavirus. Cytosine beak and feather disease is a virus-associated disease, and there are many different forms of the virus. So we've got the Cockatiel strain of the virus, and we've got a cockatoo strain of the virus, and we've got an African lovebird or peach-faced lovebird strain of the virus, and a budgie strain of the virus. And then outside the cytosine, and there's others, the orange-bellied parrot has a different strain of the virus, and so forth. So lorikeets have a different strain. So, but cytosine beak and feather disease is associated with a circovirus infection, a very, very tiny virus, and this would be the chronic form of the disease if it is this disease. But because his beak is involved, his nails are involved, his plumage is involved, and obviously to me there are internal organs involved, I suspect that is number one. Number two possibility is disease affecting his adrenal glands and his thyroid, and something associated with a different virus or with accumulation of toxins in his body from plastic toys and chemicals and pesticides and things over his 15 years. So many of the toys that are sold for caged and pet birds are made from petrochemical plastics, probably in countries overseas where there is really no awareness or concern about chemicals leaching out of them into being transferred to the body. We usually are sold cages with plastic food and water containers, which are likely to be transferring more petrochemicals into the water in particular. Plus, if we're not using filtered or distilled water, a Sydney water supply has probably about 16 chemicals added to it that we don't need, and on it goes. So I'd like to start making some changes to that.